Today we're going to talk all about how to start anything and actually make progress. Coming up next. Hi everybody, my name is Dee Burks and this is Retirement Rescue, where we talk about how to make money, save money, and live well in retirement. Well, one of the biggest problems people have is how to get started. They want to change their life. They want to start a business. They want to declutter their house. They want to do this. They want to do that. But they never seem to start. So how do they actually get going and get moving? In this video, I'm going to give you 7 steps to get you started and then a bonus number 8 at the end. So stay tuned. The first thing you have to do if you're going to start something and get it done is to focus. One of the biggest issues people have, and you really see this when they're thinking about a side gig or they're thinking about doing something different with their life, maybe getting a different job, maybe the biggest issue is they have to focus. They have what I call shiny bauble syndrome. They want to do this, they want to do this, they want to do this. Oh, what about this? Oh, maybe we'll do this. And they end up doing nothing because they never get past shiny bauble. Well, one of the things that you have to do if you're going to start something and actually get going on it is focus. It's not that you can't do all these things. You absolutely can. It's not that you shouldn't do all those things. Maybe you should down the road. But you have to start with one thing. Focus on one thing and pick the one thing that you're most connected to, that you're most excited about. And focus. Give yourself permission to focus on one thing and do it well. Don't just focus for a week or a month. You focus on it. You go through all the steps. You give it some time to work or produce some sort of result before you add something else or before you do something else. Number 1, focus. Now once you focus, number 2 is prioritize. Prioritize. We tend to spend a lot of time planning and doing and thinking, but you've got to prioritize. If you're going to get going on this, what do you need to do first? And do that first. Don't focus on what you're going to need to do 12 steps down the road. It's great to have those 12 steps, but you have to start with step number 1. So prioritize what you're doing. What is the most important thing for you to do right now to start to get this done? Now, number 3 is make a plan. You do have to have a plan. You do have to have a plan. And you have to start kind of small. Start with the first step. If you're going to set up a business, you need to actually set the business up. Well, that takes a little bit of doing depending on which state you're in, depending on the form of business. So do that step first. Do that step. Get that step done and then take the next step. Don't be worrying about how you're going to fulfill orders when you haven't set up a business yet. That's completely out of order. It's great to have that plan, and you have to have that plan, but be sure you prioritize that plan. As you set up the plan, think, okay, what do I need to do first? And then what do I need to do next? And then what do I need to do next? And make those steps logical. You know, don't start setting up and trying to sell things when you haven't gotten your tax number, you haven't set up a bank account, there are things you have to do in order. But start small and get those little small things out of the way. Number 4, kick fear to the curb. Everybody's scared on some level when you're doing something that you don't know how to do. When you're learning, and people are always afraid that they're going to look stupid, completely fall on their face, have no clue what they're doing wrong. Those are all valid, but don't let those fears stop you. Go ahead and work through them and still do things. A lot of people like to do things behind the scenes because no one's judging them. They haven't really done anything publicly yet. Like maybe they've set that business up, but yet they haven't really launched a website, or they haven't really launched anything connected with it. Maybe they don't want a bunch of questions that they don't have answers to yet. But you have to, at some point, get it out there. You have to get over the fear of what people will think, or that you may not do something perfect, or that someone's going to hate on you, because they will anyway, I promise you. And you just have to do it. So get past that fear. Number 5, you need to get excited and stay excited. If you're only excited about one little aspect of it, and you're not excited about doing all the rest, then you need to rethink, is that what you should be doing? You have to be able to get excited and stay excited. That excitement for what you're doing and what you're building or what you're learning, that is what's going to carry you through those times when it's kind of crappy. And every business or every endeavor, whatever it is, has times when it's a struggle. But your excitement will carry you through that, and you have to be positive. You yourself have to be positive about what you're doing. If all you talk about is how you're probably going to fail, but you're giving it a whirl, believe me, you're going to fail because you don't even believe in yourself. So you've got to get excited and stay excited. There are always things about it that are unexpected, that are hard, that are a struggle. And you have to commit up front that you're going to work through that struggle and you're going to find the answer. So get excited and stay excited. Number 6. One of the best things you can do is to find support or a community that will support you, whether that's locally, in person, online, whatever it is. Finding support is very helpful. Finding people who can help you with answers, help shortcut your journey, give you those quickie solutions to problems that you have. People who have traveled the road you're going before, they can help you tremendously. So don't hesitate to reach out to people who have done this before, whatever it is you're doing, whether it be a YouTube channel, an online business, whatever it is, and say, hey, how do I do this? Thankfully, there are huge communities out there online. So even if locally or your family is not super supportive, there are places you can get that support. You can get answers. You can ask questions. Take advantage of those. Don't just sit in your little box, your little room, your little office in your basement and stress over how you're going to find the answer. Don't do that. You're just hurting yourself. Do yourself a favor and get out there and find that support. Find that community of people who are like-minded and doing what you're doing, and it will make your path so much easier. Number 7, be kind to you. None of us do things perfectly. Growth of any kind, whether it be personal growth, business growth, any kind of growth, retirement income growth, whatever it is, it never goes in a linear fashion. That is a complete fallacy. The only thing that goes in a linear fashion are the charts you make up yourself. Nothing ever goes linear. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. And you've got to be able to weather those down times. One of the best ways to do that is to be kind to you. You are going to take 2 steps forward and 1 step back on occasion. You know, you're going to need to step back and evaluate. Okay, is this the right direction? Or is there another thing I can do to make it a better direction? You're going to need to do those things. And one of the worst things you can do is to be really hard on yourself. To set a goal like, I'm going to work on this every day this week. And then you only work on it 3 days. And instead of continuing, you give up. That is disastrous. You have to give yourself a break sometimes. You're not going to be perfect. It's like that person who goes to the gym for 364 days, but on day 365 he doesn't, and then he quits. What good did that do him? You're not going to do it perfectly. There are going to be things you do wrong. You just blow it off and keep going. You've got to encourage yourself to keep going. And now the bonus, number 8, just do it. People think that there's going to be a perfect time. Well, if I do this, this, and this, then I can start it at this time because it'll be a perfect time. The perfect time to start anything is today. Absolutely today. The only better time would have been yesterday. There is no such thing as a perfect time. I started my YouTube channel and started all my retirement ideas for businesses during a pandemic. I don't know if there could have been a worse time, actually. But I really believe 5 years from now, when I have met my goals, I'll look back and think, this was the best time to have started all this stuff. because the truth is there is no good time. The best time is the day you start. And there's no such thing as a bad time. So just get that out of your head. Take these hints, take these tips, and get off your couch and get started today. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please click the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much.